Assalamu alaikum, sisters and brothers. Sulaiman Rahim here, Messenger of the Covenant, breaker of the seven seals. Excuse my voice, I'm still recovering. Sisters and brothers, resolute, that's my topic. What is resolute? Are you resolute? Are you committed? You understand what that means? Because that is the weapon that's used against you right now. You don't understand it. That's the weapon that the enemy is using against you right now, but you don't understand it. They're breaking your resolution, your commitment. I keep telling you, this war is all about you. The war of Armageddon to prevent you from coming into yourself, becoming a nation again, a nation to be born, a nation that's going to rule. That's what this war is all about, the war of Armageddon, to destroy you, to make sure you never become a nation again. That's what this war is all about. Period. And all the nations are working against you. I keep telling you that. The Sunnis, the Arabs, right? The false Israel, right? America, Britain, all against you. India, the Hindus, they're all against you. They were reneging on the agreement they made with you 50,000 years ago. All the nations against you, but you don't understand that. It's all about you. And they understand more than you think they understand. Much more than you think they understand. This whole process started 50,000 years ago with Dr. Shabazz to make us the best, to make us come to this process on top 100% pure gold. But it was at a cost, at a great sacrifice. But it required us to remain resolute to the process. It required us to remain resolute to the process. Let me say it again. It required us to remain resolute to the process. Otherwise, we will not achieve the goal that we started out, even though we suffered along the way. Because we would have to go all the way to the end. It says those who make it all the way to the end, those are the ones that will be saved. You got to go to the end of this process to complete it. You have to go through the entire furnace to make sure all the impurities are burnt off. And that's why the Lamb has given his book of life to make certified that you went all the way, that you completed the course. You have to be resolute. And that's what they're attacking, that resolute. You say, well, what about when we was back in Master's plantation? We're still there now, right? You was resolute then because you wanted to get out of there. You wanted to get to the promised land. You wanted to get away from Massa. You was resolute. You didn't want to stay with Massa. You wanted to get the hell out of there. You was clear. Your mind was clear. Any way you could to get the hell out of this process, to get past this. You was resolute. All your energy was focused on that. All the energy that you had that was available to you, because mass was taken, use a lot of your energy, but you was told to submit. But whatever energy you had, you was resolute on getting the hell out of it, to overcome this process. Some of you knew about the promised land, and you wanted to get through this process to get there. You were resolute. Your mind was totally focused on getting the hell out of there. There's nothing like pressure, right, to get you focused. Your mind was told you was resolute. You understand that? Let's take a little diversion here for a second, right? Take a little note here. The world is preparing for war. The world is preparing. The world knows what's going on. They know what time it is. 1990 changed the world. Look it up. 1990, when the seals were broken, that means they sent those vibrations, those shock waves to the world, right? Start changing the world towards our benefit. That's the angel breaking the seals. 2020 really underscored the whole thing because the plague came in, so everybody understands what's going on right now. They know that we're at the door of Armageddon. So everybody's sped up their game except us. How do you think the Chinese became a powerhouse in about 30 years? They was resolute. It wasn't playing games. The people was resolute. It was fighting 24/7 to become a world power, a superpower that rivals America. Because they were resolute. What about the Shia? Iran, 1979, there was a basket case when they kicked the Shah out. They had nothing. And look at them now. They're a powerhouse in the Middle East right now to be reckoned with because they were resolute. They was focused on the result. Their mind was focused. Their nation was focused on the results. Like Chinese, they was focused on the result. They wasn't looking this way, that way. Everybody was focused on the result. Just like Elijah Muhammad had you focus on the result. He was resolute. And because you focus on that result, you got it. Because that's how you took your energy. You took energy to form, to take and transform it into that reality Elijah Muhammad was created for you, into building a nation. So you took your energy, and that's what you did. You focused, and you was resolute. You focused on building, and that's what happened because that's what you put the energy into. That's what you see around the world. See? But you, the point is that if they break your resolution, then they can destroy you. Because you have to be resolute. What's your resolution should be? Your resolution now, right, should be coming together as a nation. As Elijah Muhammad gave you the example. Coming together as a nation and going back home to the promised land. That's the nature of your resolution right now. Are you resolute? Because they're doing everything they can to divert you from that, distract you from that. As I tried to explain to you before, we're suffering now, not for energy deprivation, but self-imposed energy deprivation, which they call sin. That's another way the Bible refers to as sin, unrighteousness. Because you're not using your energy for constructive reasons. You're not using energy to build a nation. You're not using energy, right, for those purposes. How are you using your energy? Because the devil got you using energy for Disneyland, Disney World, Jay-Z, Kanye West, NFL, NBA picnics, vacations. Politics, all kinds of diversions. He's breaking your resolution because you had resolution now is broken. He's breaking it. He's breaking your resolution because if you have no resolution, it's the same thing as not having a vision. A nation that has no vision perishes. He's breaking your vision. So in other words, it's all scattered. Your energy is being all over the place. So how can you get anywhere if your energy is low? It's like you're going in every direction and you're not going in any direction. That's the attack on you right now. To break your resolution is working. I had those standing with me. They didn't understand it. Their resolution was broken and they didn't understand. I couldn't get it through, so I just moved on. They thought they were resolute. They were not. They wasn't focused 100%. They wasn't resolute. That wasn't what Dr. Shabazz set up. We're supposed to be resolute, just like the Chinese were. That's like Iranians were resolute, focused totally on getting to the promised land. That's resolute, 100%, 24/7. Just like Elijah Muhammad, his FOI was resolute. But you're not resolute. And the people that call themselves standing with me and your warriors, they were not resolute. Their resolute was broken. They thought they were. I'm going to do a little video here. I'm going to do a little. They wasn't resolute because their energy wasn't focused 100% on getting the hell out of here and getting to the promised land. That's what Dr. Bob set up. And only those that are resolute are going to make it. That's the 144,000, because they said they followed the Lamb wherever he went. They was totally resolute. But your resolution has been broken. It's broken. Because your energy is all over the place. Like if you scatter your money all over the place, right, then you're not going to accomplish anything. You got to focus on something, and you're not focused. They're broken. That's the whole nature. That they break your resolution. Because once they break your resolution, they come and just wipe you out. That's the nature of the attack on you right now. They break your resolution, and it's working. It's working. But you're not resolute. You're not focused. If your energy is applied any other way other than 100% to get to the promised land, then your resolution has been broken. So you still hung up in the gravitational vortex. They still got you. They still got your mind. See? Your mind's paralyzed because the heart is going to control. So you upset, you get emotional. If I tell you the truth, you get emotional. Oh, he hurt my feelings. They broke your resolution, brothers and sisters. I keep trying to tell you, not getting it. But once they totally break your resolution, which they've come very close to it, then they can destroy you. A nation without a vision perish. That's your resolution. That's the resolution Dr. Barnes shut up 50,000 years ago, but you had to take it all the way to the end. And they know we are near the end. So now that's to break your will. In other words, that's another way of saying it is broke your will. To get out of here, to get back to achieve the goal that was set 50,000 years ago to the promised land. You don't have the will to go there anymore because you're distracted by the devil's trinkets, his vacations, his little BS at Facebook and all this other BS that you with, and all your little friends you got out there that ain't with you. They're not on the mind zone. They're still on the heart zone, but you are still attracted to them emotionally. So they still got you. They'll get you any way they can. They break your resolution. And once they broke it, then they broke you. But they broke your will. They tried to break my will. They came very close to it. My will was almost totally broken. I called out the Master from Muhammad and says, look, they got me. They had no energy to do anything. But still had enough will, enough sense to call out to the God. And he answered. But that's what they was trying to do, break my will. To do anything. And they came very close to doing it. They're breaking your resolution. Are you resolute? No, you're not. If you're not focused 24/7 on getting to the promised land, on this message, then you're not resolute. If you're distracted in any way, you're not resolute. That's all they want. They don't care if you miss the plane by 1/10 of a second, as long as you miss it. Brothers and sisters, I can talk till I get blue in the face. Those of you who have your eyes open, you should understand this, but you don't. But some of you, worse than the people out there, don't have any knowledge of it. But you're supposed to know better. But you don't want to do better. You want to have both feet in both worlds. Straddle the fence. That's their weapon. Break your resolution all over TV. Interracial marriage. We all get along. Anything to distract you from that message. See? Elijah Muhammad said one of the main attacks they would do in the end, they break your resolution, is send their women after you. See, we didn't understand at the time, but now we understand now since I explained to you. That's that demons. They send them after you to draw you out. They come in naked and everything else. To break your resolution, distract you. See, that's what he's talking about, to break your resolution, because that'll be the final attack on you, to break your resolution, destroy your vision. And most of you already adapted the devil's vision. You don't realize it. Because if you're out there doing their thing and not focus 100% on the promised land, that means you focus on their vision, and that means you're locked into their reality. That means you're resolute. You're not resolute. Resolute means 100%, and you're not there. You are not there. That's the attack on you right now, your resolution. And most of you already failed. You don't even know it. Hanging around with people, right, with emotional attachments. If they ain't on the page with you, if they're on the mental page, if first you got to be on the mental page, you should leave them alone, because that's their, like a magnetism. See? I mean, look, how was the devil getting to us? With demons, because they look like us. It's the emotional thing. So therefore, they can attract you. So therefore, they send these people in, right? That your friends you grew up with. Same idea. It's distract you. To break your resolution. So if you allow it to happen, then that's your problem, because you will not make it. Those who survive to the end, those are the ones that will be saved. Those remain resolute to the end. That's what it means. Those remain, and you've already broken your resolute. That's why I walked away from Facebook. I walked away from those folks, because the point is they weren't resolute. Okay? And so they was dead weight to me, dragging me back, because they weren't resolute. No matter what I said, they weren't. It wasn't mattering to them. They was openly not resolute. They was out there doing this, doing everything else, got time for everything else. And every now and then they throw out a video or something. And I was supposed to impress anybody? Because they weren't resolute. If they was resolute, they'd be 100%. It wouldn't be no question. And I wouldn't have to, and I said, I'm not going to push anybody. And so therefore, what I'm doing, I spend a lot of time, right, encouraging them to be more resolute. That means I'm wasting my time. Breaking my resolution, because I'm totally committed. I've been totally committed from day one. But they've broken your resolution. You're not resolute. And that's what the enemy is doing. Everything they can, in TV, movies, whatever, break your resolution. But that's what they need to do, destroy you, break your resolution. Because self-imposed energy deprivation, because now you're not focusing on here, so you're not going to get the hereafter. Your energies is, when you break it all down, you're back into the devil's vision. You're supporting their vision, doing their thing, their holidays, their birthdays, and all this stuff. See? Because you got to abandon all, you got to be resolute. You got to get rid of, you got to separate yourself entirely 100% from all of this. But you ain't doing that. And you got these little Mickey Mouse friends, right, that's pulling you back, and you don't get it. Oh, that's not for okay. So when your friend, right, is in hell, burning up, when they burn this place up, and they got you with them, you're going to feel like they're your friend then? You don't get it, brothers and sisters. You just don't get it. You just don't get it. And I always see, I'm looking, I'm saying, enough is enough. Enough is enough. I had to just divorce myself from that. No, because they ain't getting it. And they're wasting my time. Because I'm resolute. And the point is, they're weakening my resolution. Because I'm wasting time with them. And I know they're not resolute. I see what they're doing. They're still attracted to nonsense. The people that are not resolute. Because if your people, if they're not focused on the angel and on the mind zone, they're not resolute. So why are you messing with them? Why are you associating with them? Because they're your tribe, but you don't get it. It's just like, that's one of the reasons why the demons are so dangerous. Because you see a little demon girl. Oh man, she's so pretty. Because she looks like your daughter. She's so pretty. And you want to protect her. But she's a damn demon. That's the danger. And the same thing, because these people out there, I told you, half the people out there are demons, but you don't get it. Half the black people are demons, but you don't get it. So therefore, they can ease up on you. They can be friends with you, lifelong friends and everything else, and you just can't detach yourself from them until it's too damn late. If you're just resolute, there would be no question. Hey, you ain't on the mind. You ain't on the same mind zone with me. Bye. See? That decision I had to make. You're not on the same mind zone with me. I'm gone. Because my people, those people they weren't on the mind zone. They were still in the heart zone. I could tell it. Like I said, one way to find out if people are on the heart zone is attack the emotions right away, right? They start squealing, so therefore you know right away they're in the heart zone. Because if they was in the mind zone, you attack their emotions, it would have no effect whatsoever, none. But their feelings got hurt, so it was in the heart zone. So therefore, I knew they was in the heart zone, so hey, no more. Waste my time. Total waste of time. Because they're not resolute. They're trying to destroy my resolution. The devil's already destroyed their resolution. But they're supposed to know the angel. They're supposed to eyes wide open, but they're not resolute. That's what was required to get all the way home. That's the process Dr. Shabazz started, and you had to stay with it all the way to the end. You had to remain resolute all the way to the end with the reward to survive it. You had to remain resolute, and they've broken, and now you're at the end, they've broken your resolution. Now you want to be part of them. Now you distract your energy in their direction. Like I said, now you're suffering self-imposed energy deprivation because your energy is being dispersed in all directions. I'm going on vacation. Oh, that's energy used for that purpose. So what? You can't create energy. So now that energy is not used to get you on the road, to further your journey on the road to the promised land. Because you took another course. You're over here in the devil's vision, in his land. You're over here in the devil's reality, doing his thing, doing his little vacation, his little picnics, all the BS that he's doing. You watch NFL, all that kind of stuff. That's where your energy is being applied. That's they broke your resolution because you should be 100% about getting home to the promised land. It should be no doubt about it. That's the resolution. When you was in chain slavery, your resolution was 100% on getting the hell out of it. There was no doubt about it. It wasn't 50%, 20%, 100%. How do I get the hell out of this mess? How do I get past this? But now, they broke your resolution. They saw Elijah Muhammad. They saw what your resolution could do. It's focused because Elijah Muhammad taught you, right? How to bring, get your resolution under control because they was trying to break it back then. And he kind of like, energized it. And then Farrakhan came and broke it, destroyed it. He destroyed your resolution because now you want to stay here in devil's reality. You want to bring devils into NOI. You understand? So Suleiman has to come and reinvigorate, right, your resolution, but he can't do it because you already given up. So he has to pay, and he has to wait until 144,000 because they will be resolute. The angel tells us they will be resolute. They will follow him wherever he goes. They will be resolute, and they will be the ones that make it hereafter. Because the devils will not be able to break their resolution. They've broken yours. They've broken your resolution, brothers and sisters. You get angry, mad, whatever. If you get angry, mad, that means if you get angry or mad right now, that means, right, you're in a heart zone. But we don't care anyway. But they've already broken your resolution. You don't have it. It's gone. If you be truthful to yourself, you know your resolution is broken. Because you ain't giving 100% 24/7 into the promised land. That's where you say you want to go. But are you getting energy to get there? Are you applying the energy to get there? No, because you got all these other distractions. That means you're not, because if you distracted, you're not resolute by definition. If you're distracted, you're not resolute by definition. And you are distracted. You can't tell me not distracted. I see. I'm not blind. I get you. And some of you don't even realize that you exposing yourself as being unresolute. That you actually understand still with massa. Showing me pictures and stuff, and you hanging out and all this kind of stuff. How the hell does that get you to the promised land? How does that show you resolute about getting home? That you're a warrior, that you're in the battlefield. That shows right now that you're not resolute, that you got other things. Using your energy for other stuff. So why we trust you in battle anyway? You're not resolute, and that's what the enemy is doing. They're doing everything they can to make you destroy your resolution. Because they know once they do that, they destroy you. People without a vision perish. They destroy. That's the war. That's the war they come in, and most of you already fell victim to it. Most of you already fell victim, and some of you like it. And so you get me, oh man, he just want, he don't want me to do anything, have no fun. Okay, you have your fun. Is that what the Quran says? Those who just love this world's life, have all your fun you want, but you have no fun hereafter. You have nothing, so have all your fun now. You don't, they're broken your resolution. See, we talking about breaking, no, most of you, your resolution has already been broken. And they're working full force to break all our people's resolution. And they're working, and they're very, very much successful at it at this point. Because most of our people are in a heart zone anyway. And so now, and they think because of Farrakhan, there's only one choice, America is it. They don't have another choice. So all the energy is focused on master's reality. So they have no resolution for the hereafter. They're not resolute to get to the promised land. So they're not going to get there. The resolution has been broken. And those of you who was claiming to stand with me, I thought you'd understand that so you can help get our people back on path. But your resolution be broken too. So how are you going to do that? How are you going to be out there barbecuing? Hey, baby, we're at war. Really? What kind of war are you at? What kind of war are you in? What kind of battlefield you on? That's the attack on you, brothers or sisters. Destroy your resolution. Destroy your vision. People without a vision perish. Destroy your resolution. They've already done that. So it looks like the 144,000 is the last chance. And that's about to happen. A great army, a resolute army. Because most of your resolute, even if you flee on time, it was not going to matter because your resolution has been broken. So you're going to end up going through the tribulation period. And if you make it through there, if your resolution is not restored during the tribulation period, then that's it. That's it for you. That's like a makeup. That's why that Levi's got to go through because their resolution was broken by Farrakhan, so it has to be restored. So they have to go to tribulation to restore their resolution, because the only way you're going to get to the tribulation is with resolution. That's the chance to restore it. And most of our people that even survive, they flee and survive. It says, right? You better read it carefully, brothers and sisters. It says, at that time, Michael would deliver those in man's book of life. That's 144,000. They're resolute. They can't be. It says, evil will be so bad, the truth will be so bad. I mean, the lies will be so bad to deceive even the elect if it was possible. That means they could almost bring down to 144,000, but it says not possible. That's how bad it is. So I know how bad it is. That's why I know it's hard for you, brothers and sisters, but you're not making it. You're not even trying. So you're gonna be lost because of that, because your fault. Don't get mad at me. That's your problem. It says they would deceive the very elect that it was possible. That's how bad it is. They're trying to break your resolution, but they're not going to be able to break the resolution of 144,000. But they've already broken your resolution, and some of you like it, and some of you not. It's going to get worse. Oh, he's messing up he don't want me to have no fun. He don't want me to be around my relatives. He'll be around my friends. Okay, you be around them because that's a trial for you. It says that Christ says, for those who disbelieve, Allah will appoint a devil for them. It might as well be a devil or a demon. And so therefore, and to make their deeds seem first seeming. You appoint a devil for them to make their deeds seem first seeming. Do you understand what that means? That means, hey, you will like them. They will make everything seem nice to you. See, you'll be nice to you, and everything, they make your deeds seem first seeming. So make everything you seem doing right. So you're hanging out with these friends that you think you're lifelong friends. They're appointed to you to keep you, right? Because I said everything is a personification to keep right? To bring about your destruction. Because you were irresolute. So now you got this demon and they make it feel like it's okay that you're not resolute. Okay, because you're my friend, we buddies. Therefore, so it makes it seem like it's okay. You're not resolute. Yeah, man, don't pay attention to that man. You're talking that crap, man. Let's go out party, man. Let's have a picnic. Let's go on vacation. See, make your deeds seem first seeming to you. And that's all designed to break your resolution. Because anything that's distracting you, is disrupting, distracting you, right? Then that means that they are enemy to you. No, that's period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. But you don't see it that way. Oh, that's my buddy. Because you're supposed to be a mathematician by now. But your heart is still, you start in the heart zone. In your heart zone, that's what they get. They trigger, they work on that. So it means you're your enemy, because if they weren't, they'd be moving up to the mind zone. Hope you understand, brothers and sisters. They've already broken most of your resolution. Most you don't have any anymore. You're not resolute. If you ain't 100%, you're not resolute. That's what resolute means. Oh, I go out, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna talk about the NGO, right? And I'm gonna talk, and then I'm off to Disney World. I'm off to see my best buddy. We should be resolute in the NGO 100%, studying and preaching and prophesizing. Get you to the promised land. Once you're in the promised land, you're a new reality. Then you have your funds. Because you won't have all these distractions. There won't be no demons and devils and time makers. Oh, they're all gone. No flying, none of that stuff. Then you have a true life. That's what it says. Suleiman came to give you life. To have life, have more abundantly, have true life. This is not true life, but you don't understand that. So therefore, you're going to lose whatever life you think you had, this little fun you think you have. Right? It's going to drag you down to hell. Because the true life is the promised land. Eternal life, abundant life, enjoyable life, happy life. See? But you're suffering from self-imposed energy deprivation. Your energy has been dispersed divert all kinds of way. Oh, let's do this, let's party, let's have that, let's do. Does anybody tell you stay focused, stay resolute on getting to the promised land? Only one telling you that is me. Stay focused, stay focused, stay focused. Use your energy on getting to the promised land. We're almost there. It'll be hard to measure with 30 years to get there, but we're nearly there. And you can't, for this short period of time, give 100% focus on getting to the promised land, and you ain't even worthy. You're not worthy of it. You don't deserve it. It'd be something you 30 years to get there, but you're right here, and the door is almost. We're at the door. And yet you can't get yourself to focus, be resolute on getting over the finish line. It's there, brothers and sisters. Hope you understand. We're going to leave it there. Assalamu alaikum.